Okay, good afternoon, YouTube and Twitch. This is Harmony Muse with part 6 of my Mass Effect Andromeda Let's Play. So, last session I went through that vault thing on EOS and got the atmosphere to where it wasn't shit anymore. And now my viability on EOS is up to 70, or it jumped up 50%, just like that. And all it took was running away from a Steven Spielberg, crushing wave of poison gas and dealing with a lot of hypertech enemies. All in a day's work, I suppose. Taking it a good while to load today. I'm going to check something that I didn't check earlier that I really should have. I'm going to go check that Ghost of Promise mission to make sure of the exact locations, because I know I'm missing something. But I'll get that later. Right now, I need to go set up an outpost. And it never fails. I've been active and online for a couple of hours, and right when I start streaming, a friend messages me. And it's who I thought. And I'm
nice shot. There's the lock.
probably going to switch back to the Matic. Yeah.
Pathfinder. This area can be mined for resources.
No, it apparently
you can extract
cannot.
minerals via your mining interface.
You see any viable mining here? Any mining? No, I didn't think so. We have stuff
Cat
dropping.
ahead. They appear to be fighting a Krogan.
Is that Drac?
Ken, keep sharp.
We've got Cat.
Let him come.
Ryder, about time you joined the party. Good one. Color me impressed. Enemy vulnerable.
Come on.
Nice. Think I made them angry. Good. Nice. Nice. Nice.
Thank you. What do I get? Ket integration armor. Or integrator armor. It's okay, you didn't need your spleen.
That fight was fun.
You're telling me.
You can really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
Well, we work well together.
You're not
People
so bad
around us
yourself,
tend to
old
die.
man. Maybe we should work together after all?
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I mean, just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
This is gonna be great.
I like him. He's an asshole. Well, before I do anything, I'm going to use those skill points I just got. Or rather, I was. We'll go ahead and put some points into energy drain. Nothing for you yet, veteran. Nothing for you yet, Liam. Down you go.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
I'm choosing this outpost direction for decades. Maybe centuries.
That is the prime responsibility of a Pathfinder. Be advised that the first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
Okay, so I have no idea what this is going to do. A scientific outpost could get me more research, get me more science, get me more tech. Military would have me having a lot of people walking around with guns. As we could see with the whole mess they've been talking about with half the security team abandoning to be exiled because they didn't like how the way things were being ran. Do we really want more people with guns? I'm going to go with science.
Prioritize research and discovery. That's our foundation. And our future.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
Andromeda Initiative. This is Ryder. Pathfinder. EOS is ready for deployment.
Copy that.
Outpost block inbound. And ready as hell.
What the hell is Addison doing here? Oh, right. I put down an outpost. She now has authority.
August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
Wasn't just me doing this, man. Though I did all
It
the
took a lot of
grunt work.
people to get us this far. That's the work you'll continue.
I hear that. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. Eos is far from golden. But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
I don't trust you. You were bitchy to me first, so I'm gonna see what the hell you're up to.
What are you playing at? Seems like being my friend is suddenly valuable.
Fair assumption. The Reality Rider? You brought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point. From the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success.
To ride
We
on
all
my
want the
coattails.
initiative to succeed. But after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
I could give two shits about how people are arguing. I'm more concerned about the initiative.
We didn't come to a new galaxy to argue about who's right.
It got us this far. Talk to Bradley. Later, we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
Okay, so Tan's probably going to have some silly shit for me too. Oh, and I'm now up to 80 vitality, okay. And Carrie wants to speak to me, okay. Oh, and I've got side quests down here. Okay. What do we have in here? I'm assuming you have a rival named Harvard who constantly trounces you.
Sorry it came to this, Pathfinder.
Sorry it came to what? You've got a home now thanks to me. Why are you apologizing? Hey, Crendo. Yeah, yes, it does. Compared to the Mako, or Mako, or however it's pronounced, it handles like a dream. Got a terminal here. What's in the terminal? Congrats, Akon, new position. Heard about the new position Padromos can one hell of a businesswoman. They're lucky to have you. If we ever find ourselves on the Nexus, I'm buying you a drink to celebrate. And Ryder, I know you're going to get nosy and read this. Hi. Haha, Vetra.
Everyone thinks that at first. The doctors have a name for it by now. He just needs time.
So I'm going to be collecting starship models again.
I keep wondering what our scientists will cook up for Eos.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Already getting requests from the Padromos labs.
What do we have up here, I wonder?
You haven't got a fuel cell, have you? The quartermaster says there's plenty, but she would. Wait. Oh, shit, you're the Pathfinder. Sorry, no one said VIPs were coming by.
I'm just Ryder. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, too.
That
I'm
Fox, he's
Chief
such a
Engineer
guy.
at your service.
What do you think about your new home?
First impressions? We've got water, clear skies for solar power, plants to farm. The Remnant are a wild card, but I hear you almost have that solved, which is amazing. And you found us a good site here. I think Eos is really going to be special.
What do you do here?
My team gets things going. Water, power, communications, everything a civilization needs.
You look for things
Well,
to make
not
us
laws
go.
or a
Also, hey
constitution,
fam.
but it's easier to concentrate on those when you got a flushing toilet.
Well, this is true. But then again, they didn't write the United States Constitution with running water, did they?
What brought you all the way to Andromeda?
There's a colony back home you've never heard of. Viridis. It failed. Hard. I grew up there watching things fall apart. When I left, I got into infrastructure, civil engineering. Boring stuff unless you've ever lived without it. I wanted to do Viridis right, I guess. And the initiative was my best chance. Thanks for asking.
Your colleagues?
What are the other outpost staff like?
Like Connor, you mean? She's pretty fun when you get to know her. Just don't get to know her over a poker game. Trust me.
Bye, Fox.
Bye.
Scratchpad, login, Chief Engineer Kane Fox. Filled with sketches, annotations. The number's softly, but it's a start. Hey, from the Nexus, Fox. Okay. We have a memory trigger.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, we're busy as anything thanks to you. Bit dusty. It's worth it when it's your own.
Oh.
Make sure to keep a clear log of what you're doing.
Well, let's save some bandwidth. Busted ass defeat initiative. Copy, paste, repeat.
I like
Go
this
do
guy.
What you need to on the Nexus.
I like this
Follow
guy.
That dot. There will be more to do on Eos later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Fawkes Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
The first two outposts didn't have a chance. It was clear to everyone on the ground.
I saw the brief. I'm making sure every one of our people is eyes wide.
Very good man.
You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
I haven't reached the end of that trail, but not everyone died outright.
Right. They tell me there were staggered evacs. If any want to try again, they're welcome. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real. Head for the Nexus, Pathfinder. Prodromos will have more going on when you come back.
I'm gonna do what missions I can here because, you know, viability is viability and points are points. They literally stack these buggers on top of each other, okay?
Bradley really shouldn't have bothered you with this.
Ryder. August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on Eos. Much better than
what the
life as an
hell is
Alliance
wrong
medic.
with your face?
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
Andromeda Initiative.
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but let's say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, suggested I consider it. This seemed like a better frontier.
Your face seems larger than your body and your jaw is clipping in. Oh. Maybe if I wasn't, you know, having him turn it in an unnatural angle. Okay, that looks a little bit better.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Still,
Usual
his
checkups
jaw
for
looks a
bursting
little bit
colons.
abnormal.
Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. Was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
I like this guy too.
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
It's early days, but promising. Everyone pitches in, everyone matters. We know we'll make this work.
You know, if I start
I'll leave
seeing
you to
people
it.
breaking out
Come back anytime.
harmonicas and playing home on the
Preferably unarmed.
range, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, more terminals. Victor Carson, so for my for years. Case notes, okay. Leg fractures, okay. And my quest marker is below. How do we get into this pod? Oh, over here, okay. There's two over here's. Major Domo Bell Scott.
Pathfinder, over here.
Alrighty.
Pathfinder, Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. I have headaches, so you don't have to. Rather, so Bradley doesn't have to. I've also coordinated with your Ket expert. He wanted me to remind you to find him.
I didn't assign a Ket expert to Prodromos.
Then he's a hell of a self-motivator. Here's the nav anyway. Precision is important.
Okay.
How did you come to the initiative?
Like many, I was lost and looking for a purpose. That sounds loftier than it felt at the time. I was an insufferable ass. The training
Got a
for the
little bit
trip
of a
was
Scott
probably
accent
enough to
to
cure
you.
me of it. But I always took things too far. Didn't know how to stop alienating people until I was the alien. See? Still insufferable.
Sounds like you left some interesting circumstances.
I miss the family, and maybe they miss me. But that doesn't mean I'd go back. I mean, we can't, but still. I like where I came from. It's a great place to be from. You know what I mean?
I know exactly how you feel. Couldn't wait to be from somewhere.
Like a bullet leaves a gun. Sometimes you just gotta go.
Where do you launch out of?
The pale blue dot, Terra Prime. Big old boring Earth. I miss that wet dog smell after the first snow melts. I don't know why. What about you? Miss anything?
I miss the time on the couch before media loads. Make your choice, and as a B- rom-com bounces between satellites, the size of the planet decides how long you wait in the dark.
Your popcorn sounds nice, Pathfinder.
Another time.
Of course. Pathfinder Ryder, can I help you?
Thoughts on how the outpost is doing?
Stellar. We keep it up, we'll make this world look like the brochures.
Okay.
Thoughts on your boss?
The old man. He's pretty tied into what happens here. Good at cracking the whip for these science types. I hope he's proud. Feels like he's proud.
Any trouble with the cat?
We've some tricks up our sleeves. Thanks to the research. Your expert is still out there. He'd have more current information than I.
Anything need doing?
There is something that bothers me. You cataloged those who died at Promise and Resilience. A grim task I don't envy. But it's not enough. The numbers, I mean, between the living and the accounted dead, there should be more.
I was thorough. Could the Ket have taken them?
I don't know. But in this matter, perhaps above all others, precision is important.
Nobody gets left
Check the
behind.
personnel console. I've noted some possibilities. And you're in the best position to verify them.
Another time.
Of course.
So I've got a new side quest. Okay, Site 1 and 2 are raw for us, but Prodromos, Post deployment block party. So I've got a side quest to do. Probably get me more XP and stuff. Didn't I check in here already?
Hello, Ryder.
Hello.
Henderson at the shuttle landing pad told me. He heard it from the pilot.
Formal request. It's not your fault. You're supposed to be second wave. See what you have, my friend. First, let's sell all that salvage I just got over the course of all of this. Holy shit on toast. Some good money.
Pathfinder. Jacob Mitney, Research and Development.
All ears.
We've put together a blueprint for a If you can collect the necessary resources from around Eos, it should work.
Sounds useful.
This could form the basis for our scrounge.
Got a research and development group place I can check it out.
An actual sunlight to wake up to. This will be great.
Turian,
Enjoy
okay.
it. I'll be up all night collecting moisture readings.
Bradley asked about it. Is there anything?
I keep seeing that symbol right there. This is the second time I've seen that at a colony. And I'm missing magnesium of all things for the sweeper. So damn many missions. That waking up the future has to do with this Nexus bit here.
Someone left a warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
That's a recipe for trouble.
Work crew rosters are posted publicly.
The datapad mentioned Medbay. A little work, we could find where to catch up with them.
So many side quests. So very, very many side quests. I feel really kind of overwhelmed right now. I like the movement here infinitely better than I...
Ryder.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime.
This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
Sand particles were removed from the wound. Analyzing. The sand may be from several locations.
Hello, Ryder.
Are my people being idiots? I think they're being idiots. I'm getting beeped at. Okay. Rosters. Da, 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 da.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings, assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert.
Only one location matches the sound from the medical equipment. A monolith.
This would be a lot faster and more effective if I had my... Yes. Now where are we going? Oh, that's where we're going. All right. Wasn't I already here once? Apparently not as
sign
much
of
as I
that work
thought.
crew, but someone left their gear behind.
Oh, it's true, I've already been here. I've definitely already been here.
Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice, obedient remnant.
You better be sure this time, Jennings.
Lexi, found another colonist.
So many. All right, send me their information.
Can't screw around here, we're on a time crunch. Get that colonist in a bed.
Tough to get used to life on this rock. Too long staring at it from the Nexus and knowing we'd failed.
A hard world, but you can get used to anything if you try.
I heard someone request EOS deployment. Made me smile.
We haven't even been to the Nexus yet, jackass. I'm not gonna make it in time.
Who do? Who don't? Help us! Please! Remnant site.
Hey, guess who's being a dumbass? Guess whose ass I just had to save?
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the remnant didn't work out?
Huh. Okay. Clues. Gas brick? Yeah, I bet. These remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
I don't control shit. I kill Cat.
How many people need to get hurt before you stop this?
Pathfinder's got a point, Jennings.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
So I just saved some idiots from themselves and got some XP for it. And some more viability. Something I need to go scan up there. Let's go get it done.
Radiation levels are severe. Seek safety immediately.
Okay, so the game doesn't want me going there yet. Ah, that's bizarre. Well, let's go check these muster sites.
I like busting dunes, getting all 6 wheels off the ground.
We're outfitted best we can be.
This place is a strain on our gear, but so is everywhere else.
Shuttle dust off? Then there's at least one unaccounted for.
Uncertain, all shuttles that didn't follow standard escape procedures were assumed destroyed.
Assumed, so there's a chance.
Whoopsie daisy.
Radiation levels are severe. Seek safety immediately.
Get in, get out.
Radiation within safe levels. Life support is back online.
I don't like this idea of localized
Detecting
radiation
above
like
normal
that.
radiation levels.
Seems kind of bullshit.
Seems less harsh than when we first landed. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Our people came a long way. Nothing here will stop them.
Not where I'd want to stake a claim, but some will be all too eager.
Let's do this!
Okay, that makes no sense. I can't explore that. How am I supposed to do that?
Radiation levels normal. Life support is stable.
I'm gonna check on something. Something's not adding up.
Radiation levels increasing.
Should be a memorial or monument when there's time.
Hard lessons we can't forget.
We knew Promise would die. All we could do is watch it happen.
This is from Resilience? Just look like scrap. But it could be evacuees.
Unknown. More data is required.
You'll have it.
This thing can damn near climb a tree, but it has a lot more maneuverability than the Mako
Radiation
does.
within safe levels. Life support at 100%.
Engineer login, Chief Engineer Grace Leto, final entry, closing Western Point Delta and calling the evacuation fleet. No one is left responding. I swore to them, pause, resume. Enough of that. I couldn't even finish one damn project that might have saved them. The rock beat us and I accept my part. Joining the last shuttle out, probably back into cryo. I won't be a drain if this is a long slide. When I finish what we started, I'll be back. Okay.
Recording initiative, cryo identification, E97 Durango. Chief Engineer Grace Leto.
Last one out during the evac.
Gave it everything she could. Maybe that's all you can do.
Didn't want to go, but ran out of things to try.
Okay, the attack is coming together. Shuttle goes low to escape Ket, scoops up stragglers. Then what?
Uncertain. My predictive model needs another data point.
Well, we found out that
Not exactly a Christmas-type planet.
Eos will have holidays, once we figure out the seasons.
Eos feels more like a home, but it's still mostly hard work.
Life support systems offline.
Shit.
Get ready to fight!
That's getting really annoying. All I want to do is get in there for 5 seconds, scan something, and then get out. I can't even get 5 seconds.
Life support levels are critically low.
Working on it. Working on it, Sam. scan that thing from a distance.
Nice work.
Nope.
Life support failing. Seek safety immediately.
Now that's literally killing me. So I've got so many missions that are basically telling me get my ass back to Nexus. This one wants me to go speak to Addison. That one wants me to speak to Addison. That one wants me to go to Nexus. We've got the Ghost of Promise I still got to do. I got to go to Nexus to speak to Carrie. Got to go speak to... for that. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and go back to my ship. Much as I would rather like to finish as much as I can here. That really irritates me. I'm a completionist. I don't like leaving planets undone. I don't like leaving zones in any game undone. It bugs the ever-loving hell out of me. I bet everybody in here will have something new to say. Going up.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atwell. All clear.
We got it to 82% viability. That's good. Cutscene time, it looks like. Loading. Loading. Loading.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
Haha, nice.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed. That's
Kinky.
Fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
You're professionals. I'm not going to babysit bunk assignments. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
And whipped their
Once
asses
again,
every
did
single
not get
time.
killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on, hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Quit trying to kill each other. Quit trying to act like whiny little shits and do your jobs.
Let's be kind and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Finding a home for tens of thousands in this hellscape is stressful enough without adding dysfunction.
You got it, boss.
If Krogan are known for one thing, it's getting along.
Not humility or self-awareness.
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical? Good meeting, everyone.
Yeah, she sounds about as tired of all this shit as I do. Okay. Gonna do the rounds, talk to everybody.
So this is what you and Ryder do for fun. Explore weird.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up.
Bradley will have all the help he can.
They'll be starting Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Give people hope.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
I'm glad to have you.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
Here's the thing. That phrase, Brave New World, comes from the Tempest. It's and it's not supposed to be a positive saying. Oh, brave new world that has such people in it. He's talking sarcastically when they say that in the Shakespeare play.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted, my rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
Yeah, well, I'm left without a parent, so you can learn and friggin' deal like I've had to, lady.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Now time to go.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Okay.
How do you think the human crew members are?
There's a lot of them.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
Suvi?
Suvio?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
Liam?
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
I'd like to check in on the
Ask away.
Vetra?
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
Time to be selfish, yep.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep...
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
He's probably the old grandpa type, it
Is
sounds
PB
like.
alright?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight. How did you get into
I'd patch him up after busy nights. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Healy?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
I'll let you get...
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, right, I've got strike team stuff to check out. Failed, okay. Woohoo. And I lost my... Ooh, I have a new Cyclone rifle. Okay. Well, before I go back to my area, I'm going to go check on... Nobody in here. Hey, Gil.
I hear this joker beat you at poker too. Where'd you hear that?
The little Brody told her.
A gloating Brody. It was a close game.
You did give me a better game than Drac. Not saying much.
Watch it.
Forget him. Let's get a game going with everyone else to hone our skills and take him out.
Let's do it. Hey, Costa, want in on this?
No thanks. I need my creds. And my clothes. And both my kidneys. Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Good talking.
Anytime.
Yeah, I think Gil is supposed to be one of the romance options for a male writer. Either way, okay. Either way, I normally try to go for the female romance options. Well, yeah. Anywho, let's see what Vetra has to say.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
That's why it was fun.
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving, and everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone. Bleh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
Find a home.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
Flirting!
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. And again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic.
True.
Anyway.
I've just made a Turian
You probably
nervous.
have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
You're cute when you're awkward.
Prodromos. Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No. You're a good friend,
Just wondering
but
what you
that's all
think
you're
of
ever
how I'm
going to
doing
be.
at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Okay, now to go check. Let's see what's on the info board, because you know there's going to be fun stuff with PB here. Found a mug near the bio lab, nice one with magnetized space. Okay, you left it stuck sideways to a bulkhead. That's fine, I just put it down for a second when my hand's full. Next time, maybe empty it first, because it was stuck sideways. Yeah. Was the one you don't see coming. Okay. They're talking shit already. I like that. That's good.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
We like trouble here.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
I like the way you think, kid.
Ugh. Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for
Man,
me,
that armor
I'm way
is
more
beat the
useful
hell
out
up.
here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
So, when I was calling this guy Grandpa, he is very literally a grandpa.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for Kesh ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Ooh.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
I'm still getting to know her.
There's no Krogan like my Rushan. She's worth knowing.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, Giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Huh, foreshadowing, ain't it?
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah, my peacekeeping career went up in smoke when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't unshackle itself. There'll be hell to pay if that happens.
Edie would disagree with you there.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
No kidding.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Yep. Alrighty.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
So this guy's older
Skill?
than hell.
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
So if this guy's been around for over 1,000 years, there's more than a little chance that he probably was there when the genophage happened.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a piejack scratch its butt?
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Kesh is alone on that station now.
Okay, so Addison's people lied to the Krogan. This is gonna be bad.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
Oh, more like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station, without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
I'll do what I can, make no guarantees.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last...
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
He's over 1,000+ years old. The guy probably farts dust. Ooh. Data cores, PB, da da da. Yoga poses. Okay, she wants me to track. There we go. I got 30 images of various rifles or shotguns. 2 are duplicate images, many are low res or watermarked. So he cheers up by looking at guns. Oh my lord. That vault right there. Okay. So I've got even more side quests. Yay. That actually makes me feel kind of nervous, really.
Hello, Ryder. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Sam, any more information on...
The memory blocks are still in place. If you continue searching for more triggers, they may
Are you...
Yes, this terminal provides a... I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum entanglement communication.
That's useful.
I'm sure...
It ensures I remain in touch with you and the Pathfinder team at all times.
What was Dad...
He believed your family trials brought you closer together. It appears that hope was well-founded.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places talking...
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a sound. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes. Like... How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
Nerd!
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor.
Yeah, that's definitely
Thanks, Sam.
a nerd joke.
Nothing more.
Still funny, though.
Those remnant vaults, all those secrets.
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home.
She's got
but
issues.
I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Does your brain ever take a breath?
Sorry, not really. Even my dreams are in time-lapse. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that?
I'm trying to figure out how to
Sure.
manage the crazy.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No. I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had.
You
If
fight
there's
a war
one thing
against
you
the
should know
Reapers?
about me,
Wait, well,
it's that I
Shepard did
live for
that.
the unknown. For the never been done.
Not buying
That's just
it.
the one thing you want me to know about you.
Let's start with that then. Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth.
I don't want to know.
Tell you what, I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned, which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon.
Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
Okay, so we get to intelligent design speech. Oh dear.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's nothing about the universe that suggests a divine intelligence. And most of what we've seen in Helios is artificial, as you said yourself.
Yes, but we're creative beings. Whoever made the Remnant was too. Why should that be proof against a god? Wouldn't a true creator want to pass on the drive to invent?
Believe what you like. I'm not
You are
gonna
welcome
stop
to
you.
your beliefs. It's good to have different voices on the team.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of the team, I should update the folks back in the Nexus with the latest reports. We'll talk later.
Oh, the ship manual's useful. That leg of my workbench needed propping up.
Oh lord, they're...
If you bothered reading it, you'd know that the Tempest is an orchestra of new tech. You can't just meddle with...
I got this ship launch ready in record time, Callow. I know my stuff.
And you don't have a shred of respect for other people's.
Callow.
Oh, Ryder. Sorry you had to hear that.
Okay, my take on Gil and Callow is that they should just kiss and get over with it. Or get it over with. Yep, Suvi is good. Suvi is nice. I like her. I also think that there's some kind of weird love-hate thing going on with Callow and Gil. Okay. I'm reasonably sure the Nexus is going to open up and give me yet more side quests. So very many quests. Many quests. This place is actually probably going to start looking pretty now. I like the open-ended side of things here. It gives me more time to actually get to my usual 2-hour limit. Because I could drop at any time if I need to.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
They've got a Pathfinder again. This is what we do.
And you've done it splendidly.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
We've taken some hard knocks, but this proves we'll always get up again.
Always.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Cultural exchange.
Please report any suspicious activity.
But we need this equipment.
Well, you're not getting it. Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
He was pretty abusive towards you.
Yes, he's horrible. Working with him is a total nightmare. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do.
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could... Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious.
Ah, nice.
We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
Oh, great. So this guy is an incompetent jackass.
Public beverages must be consumed within private quarters or at the vortex.
When I'm not looking, it never ends.
What are you doing with that ship? That part doesn't go there. I gotta tell Kesh to do something about her mechanics.
Jessica DePaul.
Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the Nexus. I see you here in our database. Did you have your medical scan?
Cultural exchange? What's in here?
It's an honor to meet you, citizen of Andromeda. My people are the Turians. It will be a privilege to tell you about them.
Tell me more.
Okay.
Turians are a highly disciplined race who value service to others. No one places personal needs ahead of the... Public works serves as a focal point of our society. We believe it's our duty to better our species.
Where do you come from?
Turians live on a planet known as Power. The atmosphere's weak magnetic field shaped our evolution into the life form you see today. Our signature carapace, the hard exterior shell you see on Turians, is actually metal. It protects us from the intense rays of Paladin's sun.
What's Turian
I'm
history like?
suspicious about this cultural
The
exchange.
history of my people is proof that peace eventually wins out. Disagreements among species turned into... When Turians first met humans, they were... But with patience and restraint. We look forward
We
to
had
the
a
same
friggin' war. We had a war. Your people tried to kill my people. Yeah, well, we don't play that.
We're glad you could visit.
This is an image of the Citadel, considered the seat of government for many civilized races in the Milky Way galaxy. On matters of state, it is a champion of the common citizen, eager to help those in need. As with all political institutions in the Milky Way, conflict is rare.
Let's see what bullshit they say about the
Cooperation are
Krogan.
the rule of the day.
Okay.
Of course you are. We may look scary, but don't. It comes from living on a harsh world. We're a species that knows how to thrive.
Where do you...
An ugly rock called Tuchanka. No sense lying. It's not a planet most people want to visit. We had predators, nasty weather. But it gave us our identity. Forced us to adapt. How many species do you know that have a pair or 4 testicles?
Didn't need to know that.
What's Krogan history?
Colorful, you might say. Growing up in our neighborhood, only the toughest. You'll hear stories, so no sense covering it up. We once had a great system. It
It's why a lot of Krogan are here in Andromeda now. They're the smart ones. The ones looking for peace.
They nuked...
Thanks for checking.
Okay, that was a whitewash and a half. They nuked their own planet multiple times.
Founder of the initiative.
Welcome, native of Andromeda. My people are known as Asari. It would be my pleasure to tell you about our kind.
Okay.
Very well. Asari, among my people, diplomacy and cooperation are prized over war.
Where do you...
Asari come from a planet known as Thessia, which many consider the crown. It's a thriving world blessed with prosperity. With the high concentration of element zero on Thessia, Asari evolved powerful biotic abilities.
What's a...
Thousands of years ago, we played an important role in founding the Citadel Council, the seat of... In the ensuing centuries, Asari placed great value on cooperation and collaboration. Many species look to us for... Due to our lifespan, sometimes reaching 1,000 years of age, we are patient in our decisions and prefer long-term solutions over short-term gains. Farewell.
I'm not buying anything that I'm hearing here. Seems like a bunch of fertilizer-grade bullshit.
I'm a human being. If you'd like to know more about my people, just ask.
Okay.
Good to hear. Humanity is a diverse species. You may notice different skin colors, yet we don't let those differences come between us.
Horse shit! That is so wrong. I have seen people of the same religion murder each other over how many nails were used in the cross. Don't tell me that.
Where do you come from?
Humans come from a planet called Earth. It's a beautiful blue world, with everything from oceans to jungles, snowy mountain peaks to deserts. It's also an oasis of biological diversity. Scientists calculate Earth contains nearly 9 million unique animal and plant species. Humanity is a young people compared to many of the other Milky Way races. But what we lack in age, we make up for with enthusiasm and pioneers. We'd like to think we can teach our fellow travelers a few new tricks. I'm glad you stopped by. Next time you see a human, ask about ice.
Speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors.
Greetings, inhabitant of Andromeda. I'm a Solarian. I'd be pleased to tell you more about my species.
Okay.
Solarians are considered among the brightest. We're known for our quick thinking, technological savvy, and intellectual powers of deduction.
Where do you come?
Solarians originate from a world known as Surkesh. It's a tropical planet covered with... As an amphibious species, we're at home in Surkesh's lush jungles. But with our technology, we look forward to studying the wonders of Andromeda and the rich diversity of our galaxy.
What's...
Cooperating with the Asari, we were the seconds... From time to time, we also guided other species, such as the Krogan. It's our belief that the careful application of science and intellect is the key to improving the...
They mention uplifting the Krogan, but they don't mention anything about the genophage.
This is an outpost for Milky Way colonists arriving in your galaxy. They come seeking a fresh start in Andromeda, yearning only...
Oh, so that's what this is all about. A bunch of colorful BS in case we meet any local species.
This is Archive Period, one of several friends.
Pathfinder, I'm glad you could... Pardon the dust while we set everything up.
How did you get this job?
I was a sociologist in the Milky Way. While there were plenty of cultures to... There was nothing new I could... The idea of meeting new people, seeing how they've evolved, adapted to life's challenges. I couldn't resist.
What goes on?
The Cultural Center is a place where new races... They can learn more about the Milky Way species. We're just getting everything ready. Hopefully it won't be long before we have our...
Have you heard anything?
Unfortunately, yes. Now, that's a species... I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful, but I suppose that was too... Of course. And when you have a second?
I'm here to talk to you. Say something.
Hello there, neighbor. I'm Gian Garson, the founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I thought you might like to hear more about our...
Okay.
Great. If you're seeing this, it means our Pathfinders have done their... But I want to put your mind at ease. Seeing our arcs arrive in your neighborhood probably raised some concerns. I'm happy to address...
What are you...
Great question. We're pilgrims who simply want to live in peace.
We're eager to learn about new cultures, new ideas. But we understand trust needs to be earned, no matter what galaxy you're in.
Why did he...
Our own Milky Way. And speaking for myself, the thought of exploring those mysteries in Andromeda, thank you. On behalf...
Welcome to the Cultural Exchange Center. Please have a look around. We're just getting... Pathfinder, do you have... Our new VI over there is meant to describe the role of our Pathfinders. If you could fix them, that would really help us out. Just talk to the VI, and it'll do the rest.
Thanks.
Of course.
Don't hesitate to meet with one of our friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions you may have.
Welcome to the setup for your Pathfinder informational VI. I am programmed with all relevant data. However, first, select your preferred voice and appearance, male or female.
Female, please.
Variable set. Which aspect of the Pathfinder's role should be highlighted? Exploration and discovery, or first?
Let's...
Variable set. Next, should I emphasize the role of the Pathfinder team or their partner AI? Variable set. Finally, should I provide career advice to future Pathfinders or an honor of a former Pathfinder?
List the...
Setup complete. Would you like to keep these settings?
It all sounds good to me.
Thank you for choosing.
That's done. What do we have up here? More of the station I haven't uncovered.
Wouldn't it be more practical to build these vaults from the surface?
Rider, if you will.
Rachni engineered mastered underground construction a millennium ago.
Hello, Pathfinder. What can I do? They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not. Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend I have them on an
I'll see if I...
Thank you, Pathfinder.
So I've got to go to Sam Node, okay? We'll work on you later.
Sure glad I went to school for this. Thanks for nothing, education.
What's the trouble?
I've got power shortages throughout the state. Oh, whoa, you're the Pathfinder. Hey, sorry, please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
Power to the Nexus.
There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place.
There's a power short here. We could scan the area. Yeah.
Okay, so side quests ahoy. I'm glad to see side quests I can actually get done here, though.
This is Cat DNA? Are you sure the scan isn't contaminated?
Scan to assess nature of the damage.
Sam, we need more data on life in the cluster, whatever you can find.
scan to assess the nature of the damage.
On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
Let's get the missions done we can get done. We'll deal with the vortex in the bar later.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
This is Addison. Our first outpost, Andromeda, has confirmed full deployment on EO.
An animal did this?
Affirmative. I am able to track it.
Okay.
How many times have I told you this story?
343.
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Rushan, that's not funny.
Alert Professor Herrick to come...
Dang. You're getting 4 points. Not liking that. Next one, I suppose, can go into sniper rifles. Okay. Let's get core leveled. Wow, 9 points. Let's see what Drac can do. Let's see what PB can do. He's a pistolero, okay.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Pyjack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
Oh, I'll have no problem.
This needs to be
helping you.
investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. Authorities continue work to establish...
Okay. What time it is? I've been at this for nearly 2 hours, so I've got more faffery to do.
The suspects in...
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I was told I should talk to you about the mute.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but
Do you know where Spender...
Why Spender? Wait.
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few... If you're investigating, how about I give you
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nope, we're good.
Bye, Ken.
You and me both, Pat.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster.
How much you want to bet the security footage has already been altered or mucked with somehow?
Huh. This file won't play.
Processing. Play.
Wait. Is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you armory. Don't...
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file, someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Well, that's awful suspicious.
Sounds like a...
While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading. I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountain. We will need to find the planet before I can...
Let's go confront Spender.
Yep, let's do. How much you want to bet he's going to cover it up or have some happy bullshit to lie about?
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Oh, Jesus.
Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. By the way, Tan called us in for a talk about staying on message.
Is everything okay?
Oh, fine. And much less interesting than what you've been up to. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
My team and I surveyed EOS thoroughly and even stopped. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old...
Hopefully they can handle any new. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
I stay sharp for next time. Target practice, training, to make sure...
This is history too. The shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode.
Now let's talk to Spender.
The writer, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot.
Running Colonial Affairs?
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
There's evidence tying you to some pretty I saw the footage. You...
What footage? From Gavorkum? Whoever you're talking to, clear. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Huh. That's awful suspicious.
You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Brecker, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
That's Hollywood Russian.
You're kidding?
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda
I bring that up for one
viability
reason, and we'll get to it as soon as I can talk.
tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
You see, I have a friend who is ethnically Russian. The girl is upset anytime she hears Russian spoken, or rather people speaking with a Russian accent in games or movies, because actual people of Russian descent do not have an accent like that. I mean, they have one, just not like that. And it pisses her off. So this person who they've got, and this is an interesting thing she actually told me. When Hollywood gets actual Russian people or ethnically Russian people to play roles They have to be taught how to sound Russian to Americans.
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation? The more you do, the more room we have to grow.
So I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, a lines of support.
Indeed.
You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs. And eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
Alright, Brekka. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
Okay, so I have... We're going to go ahead and get the minerals.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Yes, Pathfinder?
I have info on a specific sleep...
I want to avoid that
Reasons. That's it?
Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, access the sleeper records through Brekka's until you make it a problem for...
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must...
So she's going to be a pain in the butt about it.
Pathfinder. And of course, the sweet protocol and the process. Now we're living.
I have a specific person
Name and this.
That's it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
Let's keep this between us.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Path?
I have a...
Name and designation if available.
I heard that the chief engineer on EOS went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Hill...
Now that Prodromos is on
Chief Engineer Grace Leto. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
What's your take on the state of...
Please consult the AVP interface.
And your...
Your progress thrills me. Make my job obsolete, Pathfinder. I dare you.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
Yes, Pathfinder?
How has the Nexus react?
We send them where you signal, because that's where the need is. There's no time for preference.
How are we doing on the via...
Struggling. Need I remind you that... Get out there, Ryder. Pathfind. We're dying.
I've been digging, and there are serious
And this relates to your...
It relates to your job.
3, 4, 5... Right. I've had a year and a half of doing everything. Spender, shit as he is, helps. I'll drop trouble like a hot rock, but I can't lose people over suspicions. We don't have the people left.
Director...
Goodbye, Pup.
Okay.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
And she's upset because I'm giving her extra work to do.
Good to see you. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost.
Hey.
You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend.
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
I suppose we agree on that much.
I knew that given a chance, your talents would emerge. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
Oh, I'm just getting started.
I plan on doing a lot more than that.
That's the confidence we need. Take charge and ignore your critics.
Including you.
Careful. You'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do as much good if the Kett attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on.
For once, I agree with the asshole.
What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I don't need your permission, fuckwit. I'm the Pathfinder. I'm doing
Thank you,
my
Director.
job so you can
I'll
live.
get on it.
May you light the torch that finds the
Right.
Yay, more levels.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your brother, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
A reminder, you have AVP outstanding.
Right. Have to talk to Addison's assistant about viability perks. Sounds useful.
Any logistics updates are due with...
Okay, well, it has been at 2 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and call it for now. I'd like to thank everybody so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. This has been Harmony Muse. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening.